My name's Leith and this is my wife Jan. This came about through having a larger off-road caravan which we lived in for 5 years. After approximately 3 years I decided I wanted to move on and produce a VW campervan, specifically a VW, because the advantage to me was it was one of the very few vans that had all-wheel drive.
Well, I was busy doing my own thing and he spent his time in the garage working on this, on and off. Took nearly 12 months altogether. Yeah. We've done a few trips and every time we come back he's thought of something else he wanted to put in it. So I think it's finally finished. Revisiting places we stayed at before, now we're in a smaller van, we can explore a bit more. Let's just go down to Sydney and visit the kids and we've got somewhere we can stay. We've always got a bed wherever we go. It doesn't matter.
The advantage is that with the off-road van, that and the Land Cruiser weighed 7 tonne and it was 14.5 metres long. This allows us to go into little bush tracks that you'd think twice about putting 14 metres of van down. So yes, it's allowed us to go into places and into little beaches and tracks that we couldn't have even contemplated before. The first thing was obviously putting the vents in and the external windows. I then spent a couple of weeks insulating the floor, the roof, the walls. It has onboard 80-litre water tank and it runs through a carbon block filter so we can access water from anywhere and it still tastes the same. It's got twin 120 amp hour batteries, it's got 3 different forms of battery charging. On the roof, as you may have seen, there's 260 watts of solar panels. The fridge, that's a 50-litre fridge freezer made by National Luna. The advantage they have is exceptionally, in 50-degree temperature, this can go down to minus 18 degrees.
And it's very quiet.
Very quiet.
Some of these fridges are quite noisy.
Yeah. This whole car, with the battery capacity and the solar here, we can run the TV, all the lights, the fridge, do the whole business, and within 2 hours, well, perhaps by probably 9-10 o'clock in the morning, we're back up to full power, just from the solar. The front we have a drawer here which contains necessities like axes and shovels and buckets and washing detergent, plus clothes. We carry also in the side pockets which my wife made, they carry additional clothes. The rear drawers, as you will have seen, carry food in all these lock and lock containers. The cooking drawer contains two 2-kilo gas bottles. There are secured in there's wind breaks for the stove in case there's an issue with wind. All the pots and pans are stored in underneath. The reason for designing this was to design it so we never have to go into a caravan park. In fact, this is the first time it's been in a caravan park. If somebody else decides that this is what they want to do, I would say by all means go for it. The only thing I would suggest to them is that they plan it out. No matter what happens, just don't buy bits and pieces. You've got to work it out in your head, put it on paper and make sure that the thing works on paper. Because if it doesn't work on paper, it's not going to work.
Well, we'll live in it for the next 20 years, we hope, if we live that long, so we can go away whenever.